Yes, sir. Welcome back, everybody. Y'all rocking with the man YSN, tuning in to the coolest podcast in the South, YSN Radio, man. We got a very special guest in the building with me, folks. Nashville's own Lil Crimson is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, my man?
What's good, bro? Thanks for having me.
Man, no problem. Thanks for your time, brother, man. You just dropped a hot-ass album, my man. Crim Season 2 is going crazy in the streets right now, bro. How you feeling about it?
Man, I'm excited, bro. I took a lot of time, a good year and a half working on that.
Word.
So I'm really proud of it.
For sure. I listened to the first Crim Season that you put out, and that shit was dope. And then the second one you put out, one thing is longer. It has more tracks on there. And I feel like that the subject matter that she was talking about was a lot more deeper on here too. So what was like the inspiration going into the second Crim Season that made it a little bit more different than the creative process for the first one?
Well, the time between the first one and the second one, people don't even know. Like, I went through a certain chain of events between the makings of both bodies of work.
Yeah.
So, just naturally, I had a lot more to talk about on the second one, and that's really why it had more songs too. I just had a lot more on my mind than the first one.
Facts, man. I see a lot of people, they draw from, when they rap, man, they try to draw from like more so like what they feel like they think people want to hear. You don't see a lot of people rapping about their personal experience a lot. It's more so like rap has turned into a showcase. And
exactly.
So I listened to your project, man, and like you said, the chain of events that occurred, you definitely expounded a lot on about that. Like, so do you feel like rapping about your personal experiences is easier than making up a facade, or do you feel like the creative process was a little more personal going into this because of those experiences that you went through?
Wait, I'm sorry, I got a little confused. Like, what? Can you reiterate that?
No, yeah. So a lot of people, when they're going into making music, they talk about what they think people want to hear, instead of things that actually apply to their real life. So do you feel like drawing from those experiences made it easier to create, and do you think it just made this project more personal?
Yeah, it definitely made it. Of course, it made it a lot more personal. And as far as like artists, doing like the whole, I guess, quote unquote, like, I guess, people pleaser thing,
right? Versus
the authentic content. I think it was just being authentic on this one made it easier for me to get it out. Just to come straight authentic with it. Because I've honestly had times, and I still do sometimes, where I just like, I see that people are gravitating towards a certain sound,
right?
And I'll be like, damn, how can I try to do that, my way? What I'm saying, not knowing that, not even realizing that it's really gonna be much more beneficial in the long run just to stay true to myself and do what I want to do.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I know we talked a little bit about that last night, man. You was telling me that real music is going to come into style, and like the flashy showing off rappers definitely going to get played out, especially with the pandemic. Do you feel like that's where you're going to excel in and making real music that pertains to real situations, more so about the cars and clothes and bitches and shit like that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, me myself, I always, like, just as a youngin', I've always liked flashy things, so that's never gonna change regardless of what's going on. I'm always pop my shit on that, but I'm definitely I definitely feel like I'm gonna excel, because I'm already apart from the materialistic shit I may talk about in my records, I'm already showcasing like my real feelings of like shit that I'm really going through, like things that I've manifested and stuff like that. Like, I think I excel. I think I'll be alright.
For sure. And I like that you mentioned manifestation, man. You talk a lot about manifestation on Instagram. How do you feel like manifestation has brought you to this point? Like, I don't know, we went to LA a couple weeks ago, and you was like, I manifested this whole thing off of GTA. So do you meditate a lot, or is like what does manifestation mean to you, and how does it help you through life?
Well, man, it's, you kind of got me excited with this. So yeah, like I've tried meditation. It works a lot. To me, it's just the same as, I guess, prayer. But yeah, like I have manifested a lot off of GTA. Just like damn, forgive me, I'm losing my train of thought.
That's no problem, bro.
But yeah, I've manifested like a lot off of GTA. Like, all right, so we went to LA. I used to really like get on Grand Theft Auto.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know how you can customize your character to make them look like you. And
Yeah.
you can dress them like in your, your dream outfits, whatever, right. Cars, watches, and all that stuff. I used to get on there and do that, and I used to just be like, I used to really say like, I used to get in the car on there like a drop top or something, and ride through the city of Los Santos on there, which everybody knows is based off Los Angeles.
Facts.
I used to do that and just like really like say out loud and think it, and say out loud and just be like, I'm gonna make sure. Like, I'm gonna do this shit in real life.
Yeah.
Like, this exact spot. I'm gonna go here.
Right.
Or like this part on the hill. I'm gonna go here in real life. I'm gonna actually take a picture right here. Like, or I'm gonna get a car like this. Like,
yeah.
Like, that manifestation shit is like is real big to me. I really believe in that because I've seen that. Like, I've been able to give a testimony on that, like, personally, on my own experiences numerous times, not just one. Like, that shit is real. Like, whatever you speak or whatever you know what I'm saying, whatever you mentally give your attention to, like, it's gonna come to fruition if you think about it, hard enough.
I feel you. So outside of the LA situation, like, what was the biggest thing that you've successfully manifested for yourself?
Being on one-on-one and beat jams.
Hell yeah.
Of course that was early. That's before, I guess, this Crim Szn. But yeah, like my first time being on a major radio station. Yeah, I used to. I said that on Instagram.
Yeah.
A while ago, like when I was like, I'm 22 now. I said that when I was about 16. I said, I forgot exactly what I said, but it was something along the lines of I'm gonna be on the radio or something like. It was something like that. Like one day I'm gonna be on the radio this time next year or something like that.
Right.
It was something like that, but that shit actually ended up coming into fruition.
What song did they play?
Extra.
Oh,
the song that I had with Smoke Perk.
Hell yeah, that shit hard.
And then actually before that they played the song called Slide off of the first Crim Szn. I think that was the very first song that I got on the radio station. And then I think Extra was the second one.
So what was that feeling like, man, riding through the city, hearing your song played on the radio station that we all grew up listening to as kids?
Exactly. Man, it's like, it had me really excited. And you probably don't think this is funny, but like what really did it for me, like with that shit, with the whole radio situation, is like it was a female, I'm not gonna say her name, of course,
right?
It was a female I was dealing with at the time, and we fell out, we had some problems, and it was some moments of our relationship where she was like, I used to feel like she was doubting me. As far as like, my career goes, and she was one of the ones to actually catch me on the radio. Like I still have the video on my phone, of where she was like, she tagged me whatever, and like she was singing along to my song on the radio. And it was like, it made me feel good, because it was like, dang, this is like the same person like used to doubt me back in the day, but like about certain shit, like, and like now you actually right there, like hearing me on the radio.
Right.
Yeah, like that. Hell yeah. That shit was crazy.
That's the best feeling, man. Especially in the path that we're on. You feel me? A lot of people that have a lot of opinions. You know what I mean? Especially like, cause I feel like we live rock star lifestyle. You feel me? We do exactly what we want to when we want to do it. And a lot of people they either don't have the ability, or the means to do something like that. So they always try to like tear you down and, or like you said, doubt you or some shit like that, you know, to bring you down to their level, man. And so how do you deal with that? Because I know, especially like in a like a local level, you feel me, when you have to deal with like other people who trying to attain the same goal, you have to deal with a lot of hate and a lot of resentment, man. How do you deal with that on a daily basis?
You said how do I deal like with
Like hate from people around you?
Honestly, it's really no, I guess, one answer to that.
Yeah.
Like, cause you know I'm human, so I'm not perfect. So it just varies. Like, you know, I'm getting better with just learning how to control my emotions. So
right
nowadays I'm not letting it get to me as much as it might have used to. But like I know it's certain people that have been around me or may still be around me that's, you know, they may be feeling a certain way or, you know, some type of resentment. But like really what I've learned is just all you gotta do is just, you know what I'm saying, just love, like just send out love. Like I don't even worry about this shit. Like so you got a problem with me, I mean, cool. But
you got a problem, you just got a problem.
Yeah, you just got a problem, but it's not gonna stop me from wanting to, you know, to spread love.
Facts. Cause I know a lot of niggas, man, they feel like they don't get the love that they deserve or the love they feel like they deserve, or, you know, people may not be feeling they shit for whatever reason, you feel me, or whatever they got going on in their heart, they like to take it out on others, you feel me. You see a lot of niggas online, it's like, oh, I'm the hardest nigga in the city, everybody else is garbage, like, you feel me, like,
yeah, can't
like
do that.
that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's why I tell people, man, if you feel like you don't get the support you feel like you deserve, or, you know, the attention or the love or whatever you feel like you're not getting, I feel like that should be just inspiration to go harder.
Exactly. You shouldn't even, I mean, really, to me, it make you look weak.
Facts. Mentally.
It make you look weak, like pointing out that, oh, these motherfuckers not rocking with me. Like you making it obvious nobody's fucking with you. Like you making it very obvious nobody is rocking with you.
Oh
like
God,
that. So,
bro. Cause you just look bitter.
Yeah, you just look bitter. Like that's my main advice to people that's doing that. Like, don't do that. Like,
just don't do it, man. Oh God. Cause I feel like when niggas go out and they do that, like, man, niggas ain't fucking with me, you feel me, I'm harder than all these other niggas, this and the third. I feel like it's kind of like a slap in the face to the people that actually do fuck with you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because you get online where, to your followers, people that follow you and keep up with you every day, you feel me, you complaining about how you don't get the support or you don't get, you know, whatever, and these people are actually, like, supporting you and streaming your shit, you feel me, but you complaining that you're not getting enough. I feel like that's definitely a slap in the face to the niggas that are, you feel me, because, like, it's just ungrateful in a sense, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be thankful for what you have and just build on that foundation.
Exactly.
Oh God,
I feel the same way.
So, like, given that, like, with that being said, how long did it take for you to actually see build your fan base to the point where it is now? Like, what was the trials and tribulations like, or the journey?
Well, that's still kind of that question right there is kind of I guess what's the word I'm looking for? It sounds almost a little early to me.
Yeah,
but I still answer it though.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as far as like up to this point, you know what I'm saying? Because we all know we all got a long way to go, but you feel me? You've accomplished a lot in the time being. You feel me? So like, what was that process like getting to where you are right now?
It was, you know, just like, you know, on a day-to-day basis, like it was a lot of mental battle. Had to build like a lot of sort of like a mental armor,
right?
Just over the time, just trying to stay, like, just remembering just to stay positive, always trying to vibrate on the high frequency. Okay, and just always keeping that mindset of, like, no matter who's supporting me, right, like at this point, or who not supporting me at this point, like nah, like fuck all of that, like I'm gonna excel regardless, like no matter how long it take. That's the mindset that's been keeping me going throughout this time. So yeah, that it's just that alone is made it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like, quote unquote easy, but made it easier.
More, yeah.
Yeah.
More. I feel you on that one, bro. I feel like that's the mindset a lot of people got to have, is to just stay positive, because not everything is going to go your way.
Yeah.
You know, especially in show business, you feel me? I know personally I done had a lot of L's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Coming through. A lot of niggas, they let small shit defeat them. You know?
Can't get defeated.
Exactly, bro. It's insane, man. It's insane, bro. So you've been doing it, like, when did you first start making music? Because I remember, like, first hearing about you, like, my senior year. You feel me? And we the same age, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So were you had to be making music before that?
Yeah, you talk about senior year in high school?
Yeah, in high school.
Yeah. I started making music. Let's see, I started writing when I was, I want to say, 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Started writing in 6th grade. And then I started like kind of playing with the beats.
Mm-hmm.
When I was probably like in probably like 7th or 8th grade. So not too long after I started writing.
Right.
Yeah, since then, yeah.
Hell yeah. And so with the beat making, man, I got a deep respect for niggas who can make beats, for like producers and shit, because that takes a lot of patience, man. I done tried to make beats before, and it's just not it's not my forte. So like, in the process of learning how to make beats and finding your own sound, man, like, what was that like, as far as like experimenting and just getting it down packed? Like, how long did it take? I know you had to put a lot of hours into it.
It just, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say it's, it took a lot of time and, hours. Yeah, I mean, but that's all it is. Like, it just came from just fucking with it.
Yeah.
Just playing with it. Like, I never, like, with none of the shit that I learned, I mean, unless it was in school or something, but none of the shit that I learned musically was anything I learned from a textbook,
right, or
anything like that. A lot of it was
just jumping into it.
Yeah, just jumping into it.
Hell yeah.
And some of it was I learned from some of the YouTube tutorial makers, but I got a short attention span, so I would just take bits and pieces from those videos,
right,
and then jump into it,
yeah, head
first, and see what I can come up with.
I feel you.
And end up just getting the feel for it like that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I watch like tutorial videos. I get what I need from it, and then I just X out of it, because niggas be in them bitches talking for a solid minute, bro.
Yeah.
Oh God. So like, being a rapper and a producer at the same time, like, I feel like that's definitely a big hustle. You feel me? Because a lot of niggas, they get in the game and they just rap, and they spend a lot of money paying for beats and going through that whole process and shit like that, man. So do you feel like that sets you apart from a lot of people, because you can make your own beats and it saves you time and money, in the sense of like searching for beats, and whatever sound you're trying to make, you can just make that sound? Do you feel like that kind of sets you apart from other people?
Yeah, most definitely. Like, being a producer and an artist, as you know, like, being a producer, it can mean a number of things. It don't always just mean I make beats.
Yeah.
Like, being a producer can also mean like I engineer.
Yeah.
And I actually can, like, physically put together a record, like, on the on DAW or the software or whatever. Yeah, but it definitely not only me, it set apart, whoever does that. It sets all of us apart that do that, because we don't have to, we don't have to fucking like a lot of artists I work with spend a lot of time on YouTube,
right,
searching for beats.
That's very time
really, yeah, and it is, when really you can just use that time to like you know what I'm saying, imagine something that you want to hear in your head.
Facts.
And just learn how to bring it to life.
Hell yeah. One thing I like to tell people, a lot of people ask like, why get into radio and shit like that, and it's because rappers, I feel like in the music industry, you can get rich off of rapping, but you can't stay rich off of rapping. You feel me? And I feel like all those successful comedian or musicians have like diversified their skill sets in a sense. You feel me? Like Kanye West started off as a producer and then, you know, of course, got into rapping. You see rappers like they start off in music and get into fashion or movies or some sense. So do you feel like diversifying your skill set and like I guess your portfolio in a sense is going to like set you on the pace for a more solid career down the line?
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely like say to myself and tell people around me, my team, that you know, I don't think that it's a good idea just to put all our eggs in one basket and just focus on
Right.
this music shit. Like we can all, I mean, of course that's the stepping stone. You know, that's gonna look cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but really like the coolest thing to me is being that and having businesses and, you know, helping other artists get in position and clothing lines and, you know, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, definitely.
Oh God, bro! I see you just got into Forex too, so you fuck around with the stocks and shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh God, I'm actually trying to.
That's prime example.
On me, I'm trying to jump into that shit. I be fucking around on Robinhood a little bit. I got like a group me that be talking about stocks all the time, and I'm not the biggest like stock person, but I be like reading what they be talking about, and whatever they say is jumping. That's what I get to see. Shit.
It's the same thing with like shit. Let me know if you want to hop into my group or whatever.
I'm actually finna tap in with this shit in a couple of days.
Okay.
On some real shit, bro. Cause especially like now during the pandemic, you feel me? I feel like now is the best time to jump into some shit like that.
That's why I did it.
Yeah.
Cause I thought it was just like everybody else.
The pyramid scheme.
Like, nah, yeah. I mean that too, but just like everybody else, I just thought it was a scam or whatever. But then I started seeing people that I actually know that's in it, and then that's when I started getting curious, and I started calling them like, okay, what's going on with this, whatever, and they telling me like, yeah, I'm really benefiting off of this, and like this one girl, the girl that brought me in, I used to work at TJ Maxx with her, like when I was in high school,
right.
Yeah, she's telling me like, yeah, I was just working at Hooters, and you know how, you know, the Hooters girls get some decent tips, you know, from the men that come in there. Yeah, she said, yeah, I was working at Hooters, but I just quit that bitch, and I'm literally just doing Forex now.
Yeah.
That's my mainstream of income, and I'm about to get an apartment off of it now and everything.
God damn.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm about to.
Gotta jump in this shit now. I know a couple people that's literally like all they do. They get up, they get on their computer, they trade for a couple hours, and they straight. Like one of my niggas is like, yeah, I be paying my rent off this shit, bro. I'm like, oh hell yeah, man. I'm still kind of salty. I ain't getting to it earlier, but you know, like you said, I thought that shit was a scam. I was like, are you sure this legit? Cause like he was showing me like the app, like all the numbers and shit. I was like, are you sure niggas ain't finna be kicking in my door talking about? Nah. I was like, nah, but I feel you on that, cause I was seeing. Like a couple weeks ago, like niggas that I know was like running like $12,000 plays off the shit. I was like, nigga, wait, bro. As soon as I seen that shit, I text my nigga like, hey, bro, I need to get in like ASAP.
Yeah, definitely beneficial. All I'm doing now is just learning how to cause you definitely gotta do some homework when you jump into it. It ain't nothing you just jump into and just I'm make money now. No, like you gotta learn how to do all that.
Yeah.
So you gonna get some homework. That's the stage I'm at now. I'm just learning. I'm just getting over the learning curve, which is something you gotta get over with anything.
Right.
Anything new you learn, but I'm just getting over the learning curve right now, and just seeing where it's gonna go from there.
Yeah. Do you think more artists and people in the industry should become more financially literate?
Yeah, definitely. Especially with especially these days. You know what's going on. That's definitely important.
Oh yeah, because you see a lot of rappers, you know, like 21 Savage, Jay-Z, Diddy. You know, they preach a lot about building wealth and investing in yourself and into your communities and stuff. You know, it's very rare you see artists actually like doing that. You feel me? They more so show off like the flashy side of it, bro. So do you feel like you would be more interested in like speaking on that shit in your music as far as like trying to encourage other people to do that?
Well, just being
like trying to like get into just more financial shit, like stock markets, or just building up a portfolio or something that's gonna help him in the future?
That's actually crazy you said that. That's my first time hearing somebody talk about like talking about that in music. I don't hear that a lot.
Yeah, cause 21 in the last album he put out, I Am Greater Than I Was. He was talking about how like he quit buying jewelry, and he's more so like looking into like buying properties and like building wealth for his kids. And Jay-Z in the 444 album and Story of OJ, he was talking about how he was like investing in art. You feel me? Like you buy a painting that's like $10,000. You feel me? And to the naked eye, it's just a painting. You feel me? But like you invest $10,000 into this picture on the wall. 10 years down the line, that shit, like the value of it is going to increase, and your $10,000 painting is now worth $10 million.
Right.
You feel me? Now you up fucking however much that is. You feel me? So it's like not everybody, but you feel me? It's a handful of rappers that are like trying to infuse that into their music and try to like put niggas on game. And it's like, all right, yeah, it's cool like for the diamonds and the cars and the clothes, you feel me? But like what's really gonna keep you on, what's really gonna keep you afloat is like investing in shit. You feel me? Like Slim Thug, he got his own real estate company out in Texas. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so what he do is, bro, he put a video. This nigga literally like went to his old hood that he grew up with, bought out like a whole block, and started building like affordable housing for people in that community to live in. You feel me? And so it's like, one, he's giving back to the community that he grew up in, and two, like he's building his own self up, because like that's money. Like real estate is like where it's at, G. Because if you invest in the land, that money ain't going nowhere.
Residual income.
Oh God. And I feel like a lot of rappers really need to, like, you know, when you got the Forex shit going on, man, like rappers, you feel me, like that's really the move, bro. Because it's like we all see time and time again niggas getting into like record deals, and you know what I'm saying, the money start getting funny, and then you never hear from them again. You feel me?
Yeah, that's just come from. I mean, I'm not even on that level yet, so I guess I can't talk. But I definitely think that's where that falling off comes from. It's just niggas trying to depend on one thing to get money in the industry. Really, it's niggas depending on just the industry alone.
Right.
Like not thinking out the box and like realize, okay, I'm an artist, but like I'm also just a regular human being. At the end of the day, I can do anything I want to do.
Yeah, niggas be pigeonholing themselves. So like being in the position you are in now, as far as like breaking in the game and learning about all this the ins and outs of the industry and shit, you feel like watching like the bigger name artists and go through the troubles that they going through with like labels and shit like that, do you feel like that's kind of like steering you away from like the major label path, or is that kind of like putting you on game of like what to look for and like what to maneuver around once you get into that realm?
It's definitely it's been times it's steered me away, but now I'm just with time I'm just getting more wiser and more observant, especially, you know, going through my own personal label situation.
Yeah.
So no, it's not steering me away from the major label route. It's just making me more weary. I'm basically just like, okay, if I go that route, I'm just gonna be stern and make sure that they give me exactly everything that I want.
Yeah.
You know, like I have to be the one with the leverage, and you know, if that's not the case, then the major label, whatever major label, you know, it's just not gonna be for me.
And they're gonna walk all over you if you let them.
Yeah.
Oh God. And I like how you said you got to be more stern. You got a line in one of your songs. You said rappers crying about my future price need a Kleenex, huh? Crim turned to a mean one. So like, what did you mean behind like that line, like Crim turned to a mean one? If you turn into a mean ass nigga, like what's up with it?
Like,
You know your worth now type shit.
Yeah, like, yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Like, my price is my price, but like that's not even just for myself. Like, that's just for anybody that's doing something that they that's for anybody that's doing something that they love to do, and they take it seriously, and it's something that they want to use for for a serious stream of income.
Right.
Like, you have to respect them. Like, because I've had that line really came from, like, like I said in the song, like, niggas asking me for features but expecting me to do it for free. Like, no, like, this is my thing. I've never accepted the whole, like, the local thing. Like, I've never accepted niggas calling me that. I hate that term. Like,
yeah.
No, like, I have people. I don't just stay in Nashville. Like, I have listeners all over the world.
Right.
And, like, you're not just finna put that local tab on me, because the thing that why it's so disrespectful to me is because I see the way people treat local artists.
Right.
Like, just in the masses. Like, they see it. They look at local artists as kind of like outcasts. Like, they not. Yeah. Like, they not gonna ever get in the game. Or they just. You know what I'm saying? They just, I don't know, they just regular. I've just never accepted that. So, like, yeah, like, I've had people ask me for features and just expect for me to do it for free just because I'm in the same city. Like, no, like, nigga, this is what I do. This is my profession. I take this very seriously. Like, this is, my voice is a God-given gift. You know what I'm saying, that I really cherish and I hold dear to me, and I'm real thankful for it. Like, I'm not finna just give you this for free.
Exactly.
So that's where I came from.
Oh God, bro. Like, and you're absolutely right, bro, because people see niggas who are in the same city as them, like you said, and like they put that local tab on them as if they not going nowhere, bro. I remember, like, it was a couple years ago, and this girl, bro, she just kept posting like all these like memes on it. Appreciate you. She just kept posting all this bullshit, bro, talking about like, these local rappers just need to stop rapping. You all garbage, and like Nashville rappers.
That's exactly
you feel me? Like, you all garbage and shit, man. And so, like, and what was crazy was, like, she would come over and like sit through my studio sessions. You feel me? Like, come over with like Juice the Spot and like sit in on sessions and like listen to me record music and shit like that. And then, but you online posting all this bullshit talking about like local rappers is garbage. Like, first of all, you can't, like, how you hanging around me and posting this bullshit? You know what I mean? And like, second of all, like, how do you know that these niggas like putting these music out? You know, like, they don't have an actual passion for this shit, you know, or they actually are making waves behind the scenes that you are not seeing, and this is like a way for them to get out of the situation at the end. Here you are putting them down, you know, and like you said, putting them in that local tab like as if they ain't going nowhere. You feel me?
Exactly.
And honestly, feel like it's like a crab in a barrel mentality.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like we were saying earlier, not everybody has the courage, the ability, or the means to live the life that we live. So when they see us like with so much confidence and so much drive and ambition to achieve these goals that, you feel me, that not everybody can do, the first thing they're gonna do is trying to bring you down to their level.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You got the right idea as far as like staying true to your mantra and like who you are, because like you said, like, this is a gift that God gave us and that God gave you. You feel me? You can't just be giving that away. I remember, bro, like, when I started like hosting shows and doing my hosting shit, you feel me? Like, niggas is asking me to like drive from Knoxville to do like shows out here, or you know, just ask me to come to different places to do shows. I'm like, all right, yeah, you feel me? So, you know, this is what it's gonna be. The next thing you know is like, the fuck, nigga, I can like do this myself, or even when they start talking crazy, like, all right, so why did you even ask?
You're right.
If you could do this yourself, or you could find somebody, why ain't you ask that nigga? You feel me? And it shit crazy, bro, because like, you know, if you think about it, bro, like, if you do a feature for somebody, you gotta take time out of your day, you know what I mean, to record the shit, make sure it sound good, and like all this crazy shit, bro. And like, think about it, bro, if the song is whack, now your name is gonna be attached to that shit too.
Right.
And so, I don't know, bro, you definitely on some shit, man, with that one, bro. So, like, you ever like run in a situation where a nigga has reached out to you, asked for a feature, and you told him the ticket on the shit, and he just starts insulting you?
Yeah. It's been a few, not too many that have had the.
I see it's kind of like, you know how like a nigga asks a girl for her number and she say no, he's like, fuck you bitch, you ugly anyway. Or some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't really put out, negative energy like that.
Yeah.
So I guess the closest I've gotten to that is kind of like somebody, saying like you're not even that popular yet.
Right.
Or something like that. But I ain't never had nobody like come at me like utterly like with disrespect like that. But I've definitely had people like feel like they was entitled to a certain type of interaction with me and them just because of whatever.
Like, oh, bro, I went to school with you, man. You gotta fuck with me.
Yeah.
We used to rock the bus together, some bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my God, bro. It's crazy, man. It's really crazy out here, bro. I like how you touched on, like, putting out that energy and reciprocating the same. Because I feel like a lot of people, they put out a lot of, like, chaotic energy or negative energy, and then once it reciprocates, it comes back to them, they be looking crazy, you feel me? And so that's one thing I fuck with about you, bro, is like your whole demeanor is like cool, calm, and collected, you feel me? So like, do you feel like you have to be this way as far as like to manage like being in such hectic environments all the time, or is like, have you always just been this cool, calm person, or is it kind of like developed over the time and like being in this industry and navigating through it?
Really, the calm, collected thing, it's just me as a person. So it's kind of like that's always been me.
I feel like, especially in music, bro, it's a lot of niggas who are like always on 10, or the certain lifestyles that they live. It definitely be like attracting the wrong attention.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how you see rappers. They gotta move around with like 80 niggas with them everywhere they go. And every city they go to, somebody trying them, because like the energy and the message that they put out, you gotta be mindful of that, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God.
That's crazy you said that, because it was one of the artists that I used to look up to as a youngin was 50 Cent. Back when he was doing the G Unit thing, but I seen him post something on Instagram not too long ago after Pop Smoke passed.
Right.
And he was basically saying that like he used to hear some of Pop Smoke's records and get concerned, and cause like I said, like things that you say or whatever, or even think can't manifest, like no matter what it is, good or bad. So he said he used to get concerned with Pop Smoke, I think, and like be telling him to, like, if he's gonna talk about any type of death in his songs, like make sure that it's written away from him.
Right.
Like don't ever talk about yourself dying.
Oh yeah.
Like talk about another person, or talk about somebody that's already lost their life.
That's real shit, bro. Because Biggie Smalls put out a whole album called Ready to Die.
And what happened to him?
Exactly.
So yeah.
Oh God, bro. That shit's real, man. That shit is really real, but it's kind of scary at the same time too. How you could just say something, and that shit just end up happening like the same way you thought about it. But that shit is kind of spooky.
Yeah, that's why you can't even like I don't even like really entertain like playing like that. Like playing about death, like none of that. Like I'll take that kind of seriously. Like I've been in situations where we might be in the car or something. I might be in the car with some friends or whatever, and we might be going over a bridge or something, and they might lose the control of the wheel for a second and almost wreck. And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We might, in the heat of the moment, we'll just laugh about it, because we are alright.
Right.
But like, saying somebody might be like, "Oh damn, nigga, we almost died. We could have died, nigga. Nigga, we could have, nigga, fell off the bridge or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just be like I just be thinking like, you know what I'm saying? That's not gonna happen to me. Like, I say that. Like,
oh God,
just to like protect myself, because the words is like spills.
They really are, bro. They really are, man. It should be tripping me out, bro, because I be seeing like it's a lot of people that been, you know, them falling around me, and it's just like it really makes you appreciate life more, you know, and it's like makes you more careful in like the decisions you make, the company you keep, because you know at any moment this shit could be taken away from you. You feel me? So you definitely got to make the most of it.
Right.
On some real shit, man. But like changing gears, bro. So like being Lil Crimson, you feel me? You your whole theme is like red, man. So like, have you always liked the color red, or is it just like you just adopted the name and so that's your thing?
Well, what's crazy is I used to be real fond of blue.
Word?
I used to like blue, like when I was younger. That used to be my favorite color, and then it changed from blue into I guess red when I got older. Like, I don't know why, I just thought red had a lot of beauty in it.
Right.
And it just, I don't know, red just always popped to me.
Yeah. They say it demonstrates power.
Yeah. So I didn't even know that, but yeah, most definitely it's always just popped to me. So so that just, you know, just naturally went hand in hand with the Crimson name. The Crimson name came, I mean, I've told people a lot, but the Crimson name came upon with like my dad. He played at the University of Alabama.
Right.
So you know their team is the Alabama Crimson Tide. So he gave me that nickname growing up as a youngin'.
Yeah.
When I got older, it just stuck with me, and I liked it. I liked how it sounded, and I started introducing myself as that.
Yeah. And it shit just stuck.
Yeah, it just stuck, and you know, and quite naturally, it became my rap name.
Hell yeah. I fucks with that, man. Oh yeah, cause like I feel like that's definitely been your brand. You feel me? And as far as like building that brand and brand awareness, do you feel like with the red patch and just wearing red, do you feel like it's make building your brand like easier, giving you like a point to go off on, or like how is your name and your likeness, you know, like what has been the process like building that brand, like Lil Crimson, instead of just like the person, like the brand of Lil Crimson? What's that been like?
You said what's the
process of like building your brand?
Really just making sure, of course, like my appearance stays on point. I try to make sure, like not even just with the brand, like just as a person. Like I used to, when I was a kid, I used to fucking go outside like to play, like in new ass clothes.
Yeah,
like fresh to death, like with a little chain on from the hair store and everything, like just fresh as hell. Like I'm finna go jump on a trampoline, but I'm
fresh as hell.
But I'm fresh. Well, I'm finna go play basketball and get sweaty, but I'm fresh as hell. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I used to, you know what I'm saying? So with the brand, I just try to make sure, my hair stays on point. I always got a fresh cut. I always look presentable because I always just go into life with that mindset of like, and I've seen the shit firsthand, like personally, like with my own experience, like no matter like what's going on or whatever, like you can see, like anything could happen, or you could be in any type of situation at any given time, or you can, so you will fuck around and see somebody important.
Yeah.
Like I've been in situations where like, so I might have put less effort in the way I look today because I'm not doing shit. Well, I don't think I'm gonna go nowhere. Then I end up going to the store and I see like a girl might have had a crush on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
yeah.
Damn, I could have been first today. You know what I'm saying?
God.
So I put that same mindset in my brand, just making sure everything looks good. I really take pride in like making Lil Crimson like real movie star, like not just a artist. Like everything to me has to be somewhat big. Like I want everything to look big, even on the quote unquote local level. Everything I use to build this brand up, it has to be, you know, if it's a video, it got to be cinematic as possible.
Facts.
Music, you know, the music has to sound as good as possible, as original as possible. Yeah.
I feel you on that one. That's some solid points. So where do you see yourself going in 10 years?
10 years, I definitely don't see myself rapping forever. Nah, I do feel like I'll be in the same situation as kind of like I'll say like somebody like probably like Drake, where he doesn't necessarily have to do music right now. Like if he wanted to stop, he could. He'll still
he's straight
making money. That's kind of where I'm aiming to be. I wanna, I want to do this shit for fun, for as long as I possibly can, and then, as I get older, and learn, and just start benefiting off other ways of income, I just wanna, use my likeness or whatever use my likeness, my brand, in certain avenues that I've been able to travel down, like from the music to like, elevate other people and see where they can go.
Right.
Because I've seen from personal experience, like it's not always fun to like. It's fun to elevate yourself and for yourself to get in the position. But like, you know what I'm saying, do you really like, do you notice like how you feel like if let's say like as a youngin', like you might have got some fucking a big ass bag of candy or something from the store, but you got two hungry ass sisters and brothers in the house. Like they watch it, like you good, you got the candy, but they watching you eat the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, you might be straight, but it's a certain part of you that's like, damn, like I low key wish that, you know what I'm saying, they had some candy too. Same thing with that shit. I just wanna I wanna elevate, but I wanna make sure that everybody else around me is too, because it's just gonna be way more fun.
Facts. You see a lot of niggas, they come up and like they niggas is still in the hood, or like you said, they the only ones up, you feel me, and like with the candy, you feel me. And I feel like that definitely speaks a lot to your character. If you eating and your man's is eating too, or you putting them in a position to where they can get their own bag or make their own plays, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's some real nigga shit, man. That's real shit right there, bro.
Exactly.
But, oh God, man, we can go ahead and wrap this shit up, man. So before we get on out of here, why don't you tell the people where they can find you on social media and where they can find all your music on?
Yeah, y'all can follow me on Instagram at Lil Crimson, LilCrimson. On Twitter at the Lil Crimson. Y'all can follow me on TikTok at Lil Crimson. You can stream Crim Season 2 on all streaming platforms. It's on Spotify, Apple, whatever you listen to music on. I'm on there. Yeah.
Yes, sir. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Tap in with Lil Crimson. He's the next big thing out of the 615, folks, ladies and gentlemen. It's been another episode of YSN Radio. If you made it here this far, thank you so much. Make sure you guys tune in for more to come. It's the coolest podcast in the South, YSN Radio. Let's go.